Hey, what's up, everyone? I want to welcome you guys to another episode of Here's What I Think with your host, Charles Sabans, where we discuss everything from current events, economics, politics, and how it all relates to business and life. And folks, we got a hell of a show for y'all today. All hell has broken loose in MAGA world. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, my handle is CTABANZ. So let's get into today's topic here. All hell just broke loose. All hell has broken loose in MAGA world. Well, it looks like this thing is getting worse. As you guys know, U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi promised us that they were going to be releasing the Epstein files, that they had chartered flight logs and all of these kind of crazy stuff, and names are going to come out. All of these things are going to happen. Then they drop a bombshell on us and tell us that, oh, guess what? We didn't find anything. There's nothing there. Nothing there. And that single decision by the Trump administration has set off a firestorm from within, to where now the MAGA base are turning on the Trump administration in ways that I have never seen them. So yesterday I was going through a video on Valuetainment when they were talking about this very thing, and Patrick Davis says that this is a huge blunder for the Trump administration, and he's a huge Trump supporter. But then I started reading through the comments, and if you could see what Trump supporters are saying, you would not believe just how disgusted they are with what this administration is trying to do by essentially defending the PD, those guys that play that do things with chill, they're pissed off. But at the beginning of that show, they actually did a really good rundown of them chronicling everything up until this point. So what we want to do is we want to play some of the sound from Patrick Davis' show. I'm cool with Pat. I'm cool. I messaged with him one or two times, so I don't think he's going to have an issue with this. So we want to play that for you now. I want you guys to just listen to it so you can understand where we are now. And then we'll continue on with the show. Take a listen to what they had to say on Valuetainment yesterday.
A story comes out, ABC News. DOJ FBI review finds no Jeffrey Epstein client list, confirms suicide. That's the memo that comes out. And Rob, I think you may have a video on this one. Not just one. You got a lot of videos that we're going to be going through, folks, on this one here. So to remind folks, as we're going through this, Justice Department and FBI review ordered by President Trump, appointed leadership found no evidence that notorious deceased financier Epstein kept a client list of associates whom he blackmailed or conspired with to victimize dozens of women, stating that investigators did not cover evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties. The review released hours of reported footage, perpetrated footage, confirming Epstein died by suicide in Manhattan jail in 2019. The DOJ memo states, perpetuating unfounded theories about Epstein serves neither of those ends. Now, Attorney General Pam Bondi faced criticism from Trump supporters for delays in releasing Epstein's case files, which she attributed to tens of thousands of hours. This is one of the videos. Rob, is this one of the original videos when she talked about it?
Yeah, so I have February, March, and April of this year, 3 different instances where Pam Bondi talks about the Jeffrey Epstein client list. This is from February.
Go for it. So this is the first one.
Maybe releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients? Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing JFK files, MLK files. That's all in the process of being reviewed because that was done at the directive of the president from all of these agencies.
So that's the first one.
So have you seen anything?
That's the first one. Then it goes to the next one. Go for it, Rob.
And the FBI handed over a couple hundred pages of documents. But, Sean, I gave them a deadline of Friday at 8 a.m. to get us everything. And a source had told me where the documents were being kept, Southern District of New York, shock. So we got them all by, hopefully all of them, Friday at 8 a.m., thousands of pages of documents. I have the FBI going through them, and Cash is also, now that we have Cash here, it's a game changer, of course, and Cash is going to, Director Patel, is going to get us a detailed report as to why.
So pause this. So far we know. Now go to the next one, Rob. And this is after O'Keefe Media Group found
the
a
restaurant,
video.
the restaurant, right?
Yeah, the restaurant. So after O'Keefe Media Group found the video, and Pam Bondi, this is what she had to say. Go for it.
Yeah, the FBI, they're reviewing, there are tens of thousands of videos of Epstein with children or child porn. And there are hundreds of victims. And no one victim will ever get released. It's just the volume, and that's what they're going through right now. The FBI is diligently going through that. I haven't seen that statement, but I'll call him.
You can pause that here. And then this is what, Rob? This is
Alina Habba. This is her with Piers Morgan back in February, where she talks about the Jeffrey Epstein client list and the names being revealed.
Go for it.
But in this case, in Epstein's case, it is incredibly disturbing. We have flight logs, we have information, names that will come out.
Is it going to be shocking?
I don't see how it's not shocking that there were so many individuals that were hidden and kept secret and not been held accountable. Let's talk about the reverse. I believe in accountability. So you have to now go through your process. Now, I won't say they're guilty until they go through their time in court. But again, now it's time for accountability. We have seen for so many years, Pierce, in this country, many investigations, subpoenas, testimonies in Congress, et cetera, et cetera. But there's a general frustration with accountability. We take it halfway. We don't take it home. And I really believe that now with Cash and Pam, there will be accountability.
All right. So you can pause it. Now, we got a lot of other clips.
Excellent. So you heard what they had to say there. So was it yesterday, day before yesterday? They were having a meeting at the White House, and they brought up the question of who? Jeffrey Epstein. And before the Attorney General could respond to the reporter, President Trump jumped in. And he shot down to the reporter and was like, why are you even asking this? All of the things that are going on right now, why is this even an issue? Why are we still talking about it? And it was those comments that just set off this firestorm to the point where now Trump supporters are turning on him fast. We want to quickly play what the president and attorney general had to say there.
Costa, he allegedly said that he did work for an intelligence agency. So could you resolve whether or not he did? And also, could you say why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse tape on the night of the Saturday?
Yeah, sure. If
Pam, could I just interrupt for 1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time, and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration, but you go ahead.
Sure. First, to back up on that, in February, I did an interview on Fox, and it's been getting a lot of attention because I said I was asked a question about the client list, and my response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file along with the JFK, MLK files as well. That's what I meant by that. Also, to the tens of thousands of video, they turned out to be child porn downloaded by that disgusting Jeffrey Epstein. Child porn is what they were. Never going to be released, never going to see the light of day. To him being an agent, I have no knowledge about that. We can get back to you on that. And the minute missing from the video, we released the video showing definitively the video was not conclusive, but the evidence prior to it was showing he committed suicide.
So you heard their comments. Now, I want to read through some of the comments from Valuetainment's channel of what people are saying. Calling this a fumble is part of the problem. Covering up for P's is not a fumble. Another person said, this isn't a fumble, this is a betrayal. Another person said, hundreds of victims, but zero perpetrators. This swamp is overflowing right now. 200 victims, but no perpetrators? Calling a cover-up for P is a fumble is outrageous. Another person said, I feel sick to my stomach over this gaslighting extravaganza. Trump just took a question from a reporter about it and got super defensive, asking why would we even waste his time with a question about Epstein. That tells me a lot. I am a Trump supporter, but all of them need to be held accountable for their lying. This is not a fumble, it's a cover-up. This is embarrassing for Trump and his whole team. I am leaving MAGA. So disappointing in Trump for not keeping his promises of 100% transparency. Protect all children. And it just went on and on and on and on. One guy said, I voted for Trump 3x, but this is unacceptable. I don't ever want to hear him say he's fighting the deep state or draining the swamp again. These are Trump supporters that are saying this. Let me explain to you what I think is happening right now. A lot of Trump supporters have finally gotten their cup of coffee, and they're now waking up. During this election, I said, there will never be a time that I will turn a presidential candidate into a celebrity. Ever. I supported Obama the first time. Do you know one of the reasons I supported him was because he said he was going to end the war in Iraq? Guess what happened when he got into the White House? It continued on. It was from that point I learned politicians will say anything to get in office, but once they're there, all bets are off. They may do one or two things they promised, but all bets are off. Secondly, as somebody that considers himself a global citizen, was born in the United States, I've lived all over the world, Europe, Africa, wherever, I have come to understand that politicians can never be trusted. Never. And if you put your hope and trust in a politician and you start feeding into their enduring their BS, you're going to be in for a rude awakening. You see, MAGA thought Trump was different. They didn't think, oh, he's just enough. No, they thought, oh, he's going to be different. That what he's saying, he's actually going to do. And to be fair to him, he's done some of the things that he's going to do. But they felt like he was an outsider going into Washington to drain the swamp. He's different from all of them. And now he's finding out, no, he's pretty much the same. Look, folks, Trump and Epstein were friends. There are photographs of them together. There's video footage of them together. Elon Musk, who all of MAGA world loved 6 months ago, they loved him, said Trump is in the Epstein's files. That's where they're not coming out. Then you have different set of information coming out of his administration, which makes them look like a lot of liars. Not a lot of people, like a whole lot, like a group of liars. And now they're saying there is no list at all. After she said, oh, names are going to come out. Now all of a sudden there's no list. His co-conspirator, I forgot the woman's name, Maxwell, she's in jail. Why is she there if there's no list? And now they're beginning to wake up the real, oh, wait, they've been duping, they've been duping you for a long time, and they'll continue to dupe you. For as long as you put your hope and trust in a politician, you will be forever deceived. You got to be a moron to believe in a politician. It's politics. It's politics. They're going to play games. Who don't know this? But to see MAGA now turning, why is MAGA so upset? Because they believed Trump was going to be different. Oh, he said he was going to do that. He's going to drain the swamp. He's different. And now they're even one of a big supporter of theirs, Asmund Gold. Now, I came across him because I was playing Black Myth Wukong, and that's when I found him, right? He had some entertaining videos when that game came out because we were all struggling playing that game for those of you who play video games. But I later on found out that he's a Trump supporter. He was online crying about it. I can't believe they did this. Alex Jones in his car crying. Oh, how could they do this to us? I'm like, are you even serious, bro? Where do you live, on Earth, or do you live somewhere else? So all of the other politicians all over the world are corrupt, but not Trump. All of them. Bro, every country I've been to, guess what? They hate their politicians. Every country I have been to, they hate their politicians. They say they're corrupt. But now when we get to America, they're not corrupt. So all of the other presidents, Biden, Bush, Obama, first Bush, whoever, all of these guys are corrupt. But when it comes Trump, he's not corrupt. Come on, are you that dense? Are people this dense? Are people really that dense? Are we babies here? Who don't notice? Who don't notice? So MAGA's having a wake-up call. And for a lot of people, this is it for them. Now, MAGA supporters had already been tapering off for various reasons. But this now, they're tapering off. And I've been reading some of the comments. Some of them are now really starting to like that idea of a third party by Elon Musk. And this thing ain't going away. This thing is not going away. People want answers. For you to see Trump supporters holding him accountable. And folks, this is the first time. Now, some of them like Vinny's trying to, oh, no, it's not Trump. How is it not Trump? He's the one that people are saying he's in the damn thing. He's the head of this entire snake. He's the head of the administration, but he ain't got nothing to do with it. Come on, knock it off. Knock it off. If it had nothing to do with Trump, why is he commenting on it? The reporter didn't ask him the question, so why is he commenting on it? Why is he getting so defensive about it? If it has nothing to do with him. Come on, man, knock it off, man. Knock it off. Like, it's okay. You can hold you can vote for somebody, and then you can change your mind. It's okay. You're allowed to change your mind, folks. Nothing will happen. These are my thoughts. Catch you on the next show. I'm out.